How's it going, boys?
Good, and you, Mike?
Not too bad, not too bad.
I'm doing very well, Mike.
So we are at Comiccon Montreal.
2016.
20, yeah, I was going to say 2016. We should probably specify what year, just in case people think this is like the year 2013 or something. We're back from the future. Oh, no, wait. We're here from the... Moving on.
We're back in black.
We're back in black.
Back in black!
I hate the bad. It bet you know I'm glad to be back. Anyway, so Pokemon Go is out.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not, Mike.
Yes, it is. Because... I mean, okay, see, this is what we would be doing if Pokemon Go was out in Canada.
That's right.
Which
That's
it's not.
right. It's not.
Just to be clear, to put that out there. So Pokemon Go, okay, I think we can safely say that their launch has been a complete disaster. Why was it a complete disaster?
Semi-disasters, but there's a lot of point. It's like a flaccid disaster.
Okay.
First death of Pokemon Go confirmed in Australia.
Yes, actually, and I also love that...
We knew this. We knew this was going to happen.
We did call the shit out of it, though, eh?
Let me tell you something. Society is not smart enough for a game like Pokemon Go to happen. It's not.
Did you guys hear about what happened with the police station, where the police station was like an access point that you could swipe for
more balls.
For Pokeballs?
No, and
then
there's a
people would just
sanctuary
walk into the police station and just like, with their phones, just be like... And then just walk out. But every time somebody would walk in, they thought that they needed something. And so they had to make an official statement. They're like, we're fully aware that the police station is a center for swiping for Pokeballs, but you do not need to walk into the police station.
You don't.
In order to get your Pokeballs. Also, we're fully aware that you can catch a Sandshrew. That can also be done from outside the police station.
So... While I briefly had the game until Nintendo ended up being very Nintendo.
Nintendo Niantic.
Yeah, but you know who they have to please, right?
Yeah.
So basically, what Niantic had to do was they had to basically disclose, like, oh, anybody accessing Pokemon Go outside of the original countries that were planned will possibly get banned.
Let's discuss that, because it was released. And then people were like, oh my god, it's out? And then like, why can't I download it?
Right.
So then people found the APK, which is an Android package kit. Basically, it's an Android app, and it allows you to install the app manually to your phone. And since it's a completely free app anyway, people were like, it's not really piracy if it's free. So people were distributing it online, and you can find it all over the place. It is like available everywhere. And
I have no shame in saying I downloaded it.
Oh, I downloaded it too, man.
We all downloaded it.
Oh, we all downloaded it. All three of us downloaded it.
Because it's Pokemon Go. Come on.
We've been waiting forever for this thing. We started talking about Pokemon Go, what, like 6 months ago? Longer, 8 months ago? When they announced it, we started talking about it, right? And I mean, okay, now it's out, and I enjoy it very much when it was working, because basically what happened is so many people downloaded the thing that weren't supposed to download it, that it made the servers overload and crash. And that's absolutely terrible. It makes the Niantic look terrible. But I think that
But it's normal. Any online game, anything that has to do with massive amount of players, you can stress test all you want, but the second you start, they only...
And there goes their camera again. The joys of filming live
The
at
hazards.
Comic-Con.
The hazards of filming live.
The hazards of filming live at Comic-Con.
So what was I saying?
You were saying that the stress tests and all that, like a lot of people when...
You can stress test as much as you want, but they were only planning on stress testing for a soft launch for 3 countries.
Yep.
So what happened?
Australia, Japan, New Zealand.
That's right. So what ended up happening, every country started getting it, and you can't stress test for all those countries at once.
It overwhelmed the shit out of them.
Of course it did.
Even, sorry, Alex. Even in games where they launch something across the world at the same time, servers overload all the time.
Yeah,
the best example
Diablo 3.
Diablo 3 and World of Warcraft. Like, they're both from Blizzard, obviously, but I mean, Warcraft, you'd
Doesn't
figure
matter.
that at their peak of like 11 million subs.
We could easily say that Pokemon is as big for mobile and portable gaming as Blizzard games are for
Absolutely.
sit down and play on your stuff. Game.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that. Now, there's a very vital piece of thing here. Okay, first of all, what we've heard about Niantic blocking people's phones is conjecture. Like, we don't really know if it's true. We don't know if it's actually going to happen. But think
people from
think
doing
about it. How much of a shot in the foot would it be to Nintendo and Niantic if they did that? Oh, you're going to ban the accounts of all the people who downloaded the APK? For real?
That's almost the entire world.
Nobody's going to be able to download it anymore.
Or you have to buy a whole new phone.
Or you have to make a brand new Gmail account.
It's
like,
probably it's
but
tied
nobody's
to
going to
your
want to
Gmail
do that.
account.
Like,
I have all my games on one of my Gmail accounts.
absolutely.
So why would I bother switching out and lose my progress on my profile
absolutely
for another
no
game?
reason.
Oh, so it's linked to the Gmail account, not your actual phone number there, the MAC address or whatever it is.
No.
Okay.
No, they can't do that. They're not allowed to do that. Because it's once you download something, it technically becomes your property. But anyway, that's a whole other video that we could do. But I mean, it's been a complete disaster. Well, a majority disaster. I'm looking for. So what I did is, you know what? Just to be safe, just in case the rumors are true, I did delete it. I think we all deleted it, eh?
Yes.
And then I updated because I had posted the APK on my Facebook page, and I was like,
Don't.
everybody, you're welcome. And then I was like, update, you're not that welcome.
Apparently not. But see, the thing here.
Take back Z's.
Take back.
Take backsies.
But the interesting thing here is, when it came to the game, we said that it was a failure, but I'll go back to that point in just a second. It was a failure for
Not the
launch,
game, the
for
launch.
The launch. The game is fun, but now I want to talk about how it's impacting our society on a very negative level. So you brought up the example of them walking into a police station. That's innocent. That's not. I mean, it causes minor problems for the police, but nothing to the point where people's lives are in danger.
There was a huge highway accident
Yes.
that happened.
Why, Mike? Why did that highway accident happen?
Because the guy stopped in the middle of the highway to catch a Pokemon.
Which Pokemon?
Oh, a Pikachu.
And who wouldn't stop traffic for Pikachu? See, you can't.
He caused a massive pileup. Like, it was one of the worst accidents in history.
The worst pileup in that country in history was because somebody stopped, put his car in neutral, and swiped to catch a fucking Pikachu.
I have no comment. I had no comment. I mean, we knew this was going to come. We just didn't know to what degree. Now we see you give things to stupid people and stupid shit happens.
The world is not ready. The world is not ready for a game like Pokemon Go.
Oh my god.
Do you know how many... Okay, look. I was going to say this because I had planned this in my head for the last 3 days. There are so many issues that come with Pokemon Go, despite it being in the hands of people who can't handle the game, first of all.
Such as?
Well, things like, according to the recent tests from people that have actually played it and on a regular basis, the game is very data heavy, like very. So, it is. People have data spikes from playing this game because you're playing it on long intervals. And think about it. The only place you can play this is outdoors, unless you have a constant Wi-Fi connection around you. You
can play it inside.
Yeah, but
I caught Pokemon in my place. They
point of the
popped up around me.
the point of the game, Mike, obviously, is
to walk.
to walk around and collect the balls and to collect different types of Pokemon. in different
100%,
areas.
yeah.
People are going to want to do that. So if you're out there, you're not going to be in a Wi-Fi signal every single time. You're going to kill your
You're gonna
data.
use data, that's
You're
right.
Use your data, right?
But no, I thought the data use is negligible. Like, let me check my data use just to see, because I still have the thing. I could check the data use in the last, because I played abusively from the moment I got the APK. Okay.
But you played it in your house or you played outdoors?
No, outdoor. I got
Okay.
it. I was at work in Laval,
Okay.
which is just north of Montreal.
Okay.
And then I made my way downtown so that I could go and explore downtown. Like, I actually made an express stop to the downtown Montreal area just to make a...
He was making his way downtown, walking fast.
and stop because we don't want to get content ID.
That's right. That was probably too much. So one of them was the how data heavy it was. The second thing is that it's incredibly battery draining. So
battery drain definitely because you're using GPS.
Oh, GPS, the resolution of the game itself, all this come into factor. The game is not meant for I hate to say this, but for current generation telephones.
For a full afternoon, 29 megs.
No.
Yeah, what? No, I'm telling you.
I doubt it.
Dude, yeah,
he has it on his phone. Can you disprove hard data?
Is it through it tells you the day that you did it? It's the day that you did your
the whole day. I played an entire freaking day, nonstop.
It's not what I was getting on different reports. They were in the
29.36 megs.
I was getting the 100 megs per day. Hundreds of megs per day.
Well, I got it in the afternoon and I played it till the evening.
Heavily? Or on and off? Okay.
Like constantly like turning on and off my GPS, like looking at my phone, plugging in the battery pack power.
I was getting hundreds of megs per day.
No.
That would be reports I've been getting.
Incredible. That would not pass. There would be no way that would be acceptable.
Because they got me thinking, if we have a game that's this data heavy, it's going to be used on a constant basis, and you're not near Wi-Fi on a regular basis, cell phone companies would have to increase their data capacity for their clients solely because of Pokemon Go. And it's not even a crazy idea because they've had to do it for certain things. Like ever since the introduction of HD content, they had to increase their data content to cover the massive amount of HD content that they have to stream on a non-Wi-Fi connection.
So do you think Pokemon Go is going to define a new standard of...
It just might. Or like games in that genre,
It's defined a new standard of stupidity, I can tell you that.
Yes, it has. So, I mean, let's hope that we get better news, I guess, about Pokemon Go in the next couple of weeks.
Hopefully.
And that this whole server issue thing, because please come back. We're having issues right now. Come back later. Like after you sign in. So you have to sign in, and then it's like waiting. Please come back later. And you're like,
really?
I just waited for 3 minutes. Like those are 3 minutes I'm never gonna get back. Never gonna get those back.
Anyways.
So once again, don't forget to
check us out on Facebook because we have a costume contest. Go like your favorite costume person. That person will win a $50
gamers giveaway
gift packs, like plenty of games, one big game. Who knows? It's a surprise. Don't forget
$50.
Yeah, if you know that person, that cosplayer, tag them, or else we don't know how to notify them.
The only way we know how to get in touch with them.
And
that's pretty much it.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
See ya.